What's going on? This sad character here. New seals. New bushings. Nice and clean. The other ones were pretty junk, for sure. As you can see, we're still in the mini hut because it's still cold out. The ground's frozen again. And we have the fire ripping. Temperature check. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, get some of this tidied back up. So we just redid the forks. New seals. These old girls got some miles. We all do. Hello, Diane. How are you? You're a little dusty. So yeah, the other bushings were cooked. Let's see, for ha-has. Like someone beat them in with a chisel. So they definitely needed to be changed out. Haggard. What's going on, buddy? Appreciate anyone stopping in. Hit that like and subscribe button. Appreciate that. So yeah, that's what we changed out of the forks. So that's not good. Some fresh Bel-Ray. I like Bel-Ray, the Gear Saver, 80 weight, and so that's what I ran for the fork as well. What was I gonna grab? That's a little chewed up. We gotta put this, let's slide that other fork tube up in there, shall we? Probably trying to get the handlebars in there. Right on the edge of taking this dang thing off. My neck was cold. Just cut my hair thinking it was springtime. Now my head's cold because it's freezing out still. What a predicament to be in. As you can see, I gotta change the clutch perch and lever because it fell over off the stands in the fall. Somewhere around there. I want the bars on so I can get the forks kind of aligned to where I can hit the bleeders when I gotta. That's pretty good. What's going on, Takedown? Thanks for swinging in. So I said she's been broke since, I don't know, the wife would have to probably really look. I think she's been broke since September. Broken power valve. But we have 2 fresh power valves up there. Scoot, scoot. Oh, there they are. And a fresh piston. Look at that nice little blinger. New piston and power valves. A little snifferoo after. So we'll get the pipe on her. I took the carb off today. Yo, so what do you think? The black back fender? Gonna look alright? Oh, here's the banana right here. Shoo. But I took the carb off today. Cleaned it all up. Took the bowl off. Made sure the floats, everything were good. Because it pissed itself when it blew up. So I didn't know if that was kind of part of that or something else went awry. Did I tighten that up? Yep. It's been so long now, it's how many things did I leave loose, you know? As you can see, I ripped off the wrap off the tank. I will have to redo that. One thing at a time. Here's the fluid that was in the forks. It was pretty bad. Especially the bottom caps were just, yeah, look at all the sand. So it definitely needed to be changed. But good thing you have a neighbor that's a mechanic that knows what he's doing a bit to help. You can only watch so many YouTube videos and feel confident about something like your suspension. Ooh, ooh, damn. I like to put my wrenches on my wood stove so you don't get cold hands. That bitch is hot right now. She is warm. Yeah, look at the front wheel and some of the other stuff back on today. So I want to run on. get the old torque wrench out later. Seems like a good torque right there. Yep. Perfect. Well, that was unfortunate. So I gotta take that back off so I can put this on there with the brake line. Silly. What are we doing? Better have the brakes ready to rock them, I suppose. That was not on there for very long. Glad I got that all lined up the way I wanted. Back off she goes. Okay. Right, take this thing off. That's the thing about taking stuff. Hello, Isaac. Thanks for stopping and taking stuff apart so long ago. I've already forgot half the stuff, unfortunately. So I got to get my brakes out here. Because apparently my brakes got to go back on, which I forgot. Because of the line. Shoot. I need a new brake line. Bad. Bad. Oh, hell no. What do you mean? What's going on? What's the problem, Doris? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. All sorts of different stuff. Not just garage stuff, that's for sure. We're all over the place. And I'm not going to start doing a channel of stuff that I don't like doing. So I like doing everything. So it's a little bit of everything around here. Hanging out with the dog, hanging out with the wife, working on some stuff. But if you're sick of all that AI shit everywhere, come on over here. Can't find nothing good these days to watch on the tubes. Nothing I see anyway. We got some new levers to put on. That'll be nice. Yep. So we got to this spot because we got a broken power valve. So had to get those shipped over from Poland. And yeah, hopefully it'll be good. Just grabbing a sip of the old drink. Been drinking this thing all day. Pretty good. Pretty good. Some sawduster. Yeah, all the plastic out here is cooked. Covered. What is this? This line's trashed. It was a good thing we were in there when we did the linkage over, though, too. All new clips, and there was one of the main nuts was loose. So, that was good to get. Good to catch. Good to catch. Now let me see if I can gangle all this shit in at once. That's kind of inconvenient to have to do. For reals. Yeah, try to take you along here. Hold it with my legs. Hold that with my legs. Trying to get these lines about lined up. See that little ridge in there? Try to rig up this quick. This line is rough. Rough. Do we want to run it under or over that? Seems good right there. says up. That's the way you want it. Sunday night fun. Local track supposed to open this week. That'll be nice. Anyone else plan on riding soon? We got the 12 mil. What's up? What's up? About neutral. Floppy cock. Yeah. Let's see what we got for that. Oh, we got the 8 milli on the stub. Let's go. Get rid of all these rags now. Things were getting filthy. My one hand is not working. Gotta set you down. Shit. I'm gonna have to move all this shit around once I'm sitting on the old girl again. Where are you going? Good to go. A little something here. Vice left a little bit of mark. I don't want just a little bit of burrs. Not a big deal if you're working with aluminums, as long as you just smooth it out a little bit. You know? If you don't get rid of it, it will chew up everything. Perfect. This thing is bad. Oh, this one is too. Full of fork fluid. What's going on? A Filipino. What are the odds? My wife is half Filipino. And we're in New England, America. That's crazy. United States. You know, you guys seem to be, pretty dispersed, I'll say. Wow, this thing's just covered in sawdust. What's up, everybody? Come on in, say hello. Just checking out my spacers. I don't want to get anything confused. I said it's been so long. Making sure I got everything stacked the right way. And we gotta get some grace. Let me get some grace. Hello, Diane. I gotta say hello every time. Oh my God. Just get the lube for her. Yeah, I cannot wait to open her back up. We're choked up in our little winter room. The old book out. What the? Cleaned the old axle up a while ago. Yow! I got some cuts. It's always great to find out. Brother. Might be a good idea to get some front wheel spacers in the near future. Yeah. So that one's on this side. Don't let me fucking spin it around now and lose track of what I'm doing. I put all the wheel spacers on in order. You know how many times this winter I was looking for this fucking pry bar and it was through my axle the whole time? So we're just going to clean the snots off this. And that's that. Those are good and cleaned up. What's everybody up to? Come on now. You got questions? I probably don't have answers, but here we are. Crack this thing too. Crack that. I was squeezing on for dear life, apparently. What you gonna do about it? Yeah. Now we need a paper towel. Here, hold that. Good enough. Don't even need a second one. Look at that. Clean that up nice. Spacer for each side. Should be pretty good here. Get a little grease off, get the little lube ready. Yeah, buddy. You buddy. Get enough for him to get in there though. Come on. This one kind of tapped in there a little bit. Is that one we could have put in? Is that the deal? Whoa, whoa. I definitely got those mixed up, huh? Already? What an asshole. You guys are supposed to keep me from doing that. Get a little bit of lube on this thing. Oh, grease is pretty cold and does not want to move. I didn't want that much on there. Just spread it and then actually wipe off most of this. Good. Well, let's see where hell. Move this chair here or make it worse. You're better off just getting right on the floor with this one. just clean the floor. I think I put my rubber mallet away. Let's see. Don't want it to bind up. Just a quiet night tonight. Sunday night. Sunday night, Sunday night. Looking like a bike again a little bit. Rags. That grease everywhere. You get sand stuck in that shit everywhere. What's everybody going up to, huh? A couple likes and subscribes for these dirty ass hands. Come on. Comfortable with some love. Because my neck's not cold anymore. Some old ass brittle plastic you can't get no more. Think about that. What you know about that? Might have to get the little 8 milli out, son. Put the 8 milli on the 1/4 inch drive because I liked it. Guess you can go back over with the other one. That's some good literature right there. This thing's gonna get me. The lube. What was I coming over here to get? We need some parts. We need some parts. In between building birdhouses and working on dirt bikes here. What the? Oh, I forgot the old sprocket guard. That's alright. I don't think I really wanted that on there anymore anyways. To be completely frank, I wonder if that's why there's kind of a gap there, though. That's kind of shisty. Do I have to take that off again? think I'm good. I think we're gonna rock without it. I just hope there wasn't some shit like you had to like cut it down, like the spacer down. So I'm gonna tighten that up. That'll be fine. That will be fine. Oh, stop it. What do we do? Hopefully everybody's having a good Sunday night. No, mine's better that I got my bike back together for the most part. Whoop, bolt down. Buddy. Feels good. Feels good. Feels alright. Number plate bolts. Don't worry about that one. A beaver chewed that one. That's the problem with the old 9.8. Sometimes you find stuff like that. Probably some 14-year-old thought it was a good idea to chew on that. See if he could get it out. He couldn't. He did not. Let's go see what we have. Yes. We need you. Spider webs on it. What the? We need to get her back together. What'd I do with that 8 milli I came in here with, eh? Look, oh, I'm gonna put the 8 milli on the little guy. Why are you so creaky? That's right. Perfecto. Hello, Buns and Goopy. Perfect. Then we need a 8. Almost coming up on our hour smoke break. Let's go. Come on. Let's go get another part. Diane. Once the road dries, I swear, we'll bring you out. We'll get your new stickers on. We'll get your butt cleaned off. You got some mud on there. It's okay. We'll put your plug back in. You know. I probably should put the pipe on, actually, before we get going too much on the fenders. You know, is that factory? They just pound the shit out of them. That's kind of crazy, brother. In my honest opinion. The old SST is a little greasy. We'll just give the old SST a little wipe down real quick. Not too crazy, just a little bit of never dull. Never hurt nobody. Never dull. I would definitely take that for a sponsor. Wonder if there's actually parts of my freaking piston in there. I mean, should be, I guess. She could definitely use a little bit of a oil burnout somehow. Feel like I should move this up. Whoa, not that far up. So I'm not moving you all over the place on the table. Give her a little buff up while she's off. I kind of coated it up with some oil before I put it down in the fall. So it's not too bad, but while we got it off, this thing definitely had like one of those pipe covers on it, and it fucked it up. Definitely fucked it up. Boom. Let that haze up a second. Said I was questioning the old rotor guard, but since we forgot it, I think that kind of just solved that. So that's an old school rotor guard for sure. Most people don't run covers these days. This was an old one. I mean, it always kind of looked, it made it look older for sure. So I guess without it is a little bit nicer. Nope, we're at our hour smoke break. Wipe these hands off a little bit. I'm working on my water jug for outside. I had to put a new one, so I fill the jug up and I hook it up with a hose, just a little barbed hose to this, so I at least got cold water. Good enough to rinse your hands. That's nice. That'll be nice to have. Obviously didn't have the bucket filled in the winter, and the old bucket dry rotted. So we had to zip it a new one. You know, I'm gonna be pissed off. I used some old caulk, and I think it's so old it doesn't want to actually dry. Oh, no lighter. Unfortunate. Let's see if the old one will bail me out one more time. Nope. Walking on planks out here, it's so damn wet. Oh, terrible night out. Little haze. Uh-oh, dog heard me. See some, those planes or stars? I can't tell. Definitely foggy out though. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Look at your eyes falling off your head. You look tired, honey. Would Mama let you out? Hey, it was me out there. Hey, it was me. Hey, Bun. Hey, where'd you go? Where are you going? Ain't nobody there. Honey. What you doing, Bun? You going back in or you coming in here? You going home or you coming in? You can go home if you want to. You coming inside? Over here? Wow, those bennies.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Reconnecting. Well, smoke break got us. We back. We back. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Womp, womp, womp. Still never said the. You think the black fender gonna look alright? I mean, the step back view over. Well, rear fenders, I guess, kind of. Well, they kind of hurt some people. I gotta pee. So I'm gonna put you here for a minute. You can look at that as it's starting to look like a bike again. Keep that heat in now. Oh, it's smoky in here. What's going on? The Ferrandis fender. What's that? What's that? Whoa. Has it been that long? We need some wood. I'm trying to burn up some of this nasty shit. I haven't seen my little friend. There's been a little vole that runs around the edge here. I was thinking about getting a pellet gun, but whatever. This is an old garage. There's gonna be stuff running around. Am I right? I'm right. Alright, let's polish this pot. Ooh, she's a little slick, Bubba. Buff her up a little bit more once she's in there. She was pretty rusty when I got her. I brought it back pretty good. Not the best I could do. Not the best. Check out that seal. That O-ring. Yeah. Oh, put this motherfucker on there. tipped up. That'd be nice if somehow I could do that. It'd be like the old school hill climb. I don't know if I could make it do it. What? Come on, baby. Get in there. There she be. Leave that loose. There's a goose. Just got it started. This one's still out. Make sure the silencers is no whacked in. Oh yeah. Good to go there. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing, bing. Ow. Where's my vice grip? So I'll shoot this bitch across the fucking room. These things are fun to hook up. Come on, you little son of a gun. Seems way too easy. They've always been easy on this. So. So I want to be more on the bottom. Okay. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Jamo. 2 strokes, baby. Alright, now that that's all lined up, everything's pretty good. Maybe. Where the frick's the hole? You can't see in there, brother. Until they turn on your flashlight for me. I can't. I just set you down. Yeah, once and both ones as you're supposed to do, I guess. It goes right in that way. What you're supposed to do. It's the way she wants it. What's going on, William? What's up, man? Thanks for swinging through. My man Bill. Wild Bill over here. I know he's a wild Bill because ain't nobody named Bill that ain't wild. Kind of part of the name. You gotta be wild if your name is Bill. Am I right? Am I right? Come on. Come on, Will. William. Let's go. Some boots. I guess that's one thing we're starting to realize is you can't care too much about your bike, especially if it's going to be a race bike. I mean, keep it clean so it functions. But you're going to be dropping it and shit's going to happen, so you got to kind of be okay with that too. Go through and wipe all this damn extra oil and fork stuff off. Oh yeah, and there's like a ½ inch of dust on the damn thing. Dang thing. That's here nor there. We're gonna keep it moving because it's Sunday night. Whoa, whoa. Go get get the shrouds. And a little birdhouse for the parents. Look at that thing, huh? I'd live in it if I was a bird. Yeah, like I said, look how much dust got on this stuff. Wow. What the? One. Whoop. Missing a screw. I see you back there, bub. Kimmy. Yeah, I even did the foundation gray. Gray on the foundation. We? Oh, that light's killing it, huh, bro? Let's get the 10 milli. We gotta get some more of the right bolts for this too. I like to get them all just started. Do a live later on this week. Maybe throw in some of the stickers on there. Not doing decals again yet. Not yet. She doesn't need to be that fancy yet. You know? seems like it's pretty far away. Yeah. Starting to look like something again. Right. Come here, Mr. Fender. Sorry, I keep blocking the camera all the time. I gotta get in here. Watch out for the damn forks, would you? Alright, get the front back on. Maybe. I'm gonna leave the seat off her though. So probably gonna change that filter out since I got a new one. Anyhow. So this was kind of an issue. This old girl's an issue. I don't know what the fuck that's going on here. Probably Americana bolt in there. Good find out. We got shit all over the place here. What are you doing? Quick, pick up. I guess while we're over here, we might as well throw the kickstart on it. Can't have a Suzuki without a kickstart. Just doesn't make sense, so probably get that back on there. There. Yeah. Back where she goes, that's why there's marks on the pipe, probably. Kickstart engaged. What was I gonna go to next? What the? I can't remember. What was it? Oh, the BR9s. Oh, that's what it was. I remember now. It's probably the wrong bolt. Let's see. Told you. Pretty sure that's not American. Or, that it is American. Oh, that thing's trash money. Is that what it is? Yeah, okay. Okay, alright. Okay. Alright. Oh, no way, it fell off super quick. No way that's supposed to be like that. No way. Whoa. This side is definitely not that. Okay. Is that 10? Stickers. I mean, I guess this other one did its job the same, just about the same way. As long as it's shimmed enough, I guess. Shimmy, shimmy. You get a shaft drive road bike, I assume it must be. My mom had a Virago that was an 1100 that was shaft drive. Is that riding where she needs to? I have to check that. Ah, yes. Is it a Virago even? That'd be funny. We got a couple different size Viragos. Forgot what year her. I think it was like a 94 Virago 1100. It was a nice bike. Very torquey. V-Star, yeah, newer ones. Well, not newer, I guess, but would they come out? I think in like early 2000s or something like that, maybe. It's definitely different when you drive a shaft drive, the way that it like lifts the back end as you accelerate. You can definitely just feel it. Kind of lifts you up. Definitely different. So I'm gonna have to make sure that's. Kinda don't know. I don't know if that's actually lined up the best. I have to run a longer bolt, a couple more washers like they were doing. Weird. Can't believe how much chain slides are for these things. Yeah, if you haven't jumped in between the two, then it's definitely noticeable the way, like I said, the way that when you accelerate it twists the back end. They actually had things for 4-strokes back in the day, an amp link, and it would go on the chain and it would keep it more planted to the ground through torque through the suspension, which is kind of crazy, but kind of like the same whole thing that's going on with the shaft bikes. What else we got to do on her here? Ah, the perches. Definitely don't need that quite on yet, because I gotta mess with those the bars a little bit still for sure. The power valves. So it's a 98 RM 125. 1998. But she's at where she's at because it broke a power valve in the motor. My other girl here is an 87. But yeah, here's the other power valve here. So that broke. It's a Suzuki, but most of them, this does not have a power valve, but they started having them in the late 80s. So this is an 87. I know some of the other ones have them. But once the power valve came down, it hit the piston, gouged her out. It's supposed to make it so the power bands aren't so erratic in the 2-strokes. But there's like all sorts of linkage and all sorts of shit. Like you said, wasn't really into them much. My buddy has a 2016 YZ 125, and he had a power valve issue. Also, the Yamahas were known to let loose the little pin inside. boy. Oh boy. And like I said, we just did the shocks today. We had to buy this little tool to measure it out and put the oil in. Nobody thinks some wild shit's going on over here. I gotta clean all that shit up. I think that's it for the new parts. Yeah, I had these little bearings are supposed to like run the actuator for the power valve and everything. Man, what a pain in the ass. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, they say they're still so underpowered, the 125s, even the 250s compared to the 450s nowadays. But the power delivery makes you think about it, right? But yeah, I mean, look at how small this motor is, really. It's not much bigger than my hand. I mean, right to the top of the piston, to the side of the crank. I mean, you got the tranny, I guess, right there, but not much bigger than my hand. But yeah, this is a 98. The guy before me was an older guy, and he redid the frame, vapor blasted, and had the cylinder redone. I redid this. My boots already whacked it up. There's not much you can do if you're going to be beating on them. Whoa. Shift lever. They hit some years here. It's definitely been getting wrenched on. Oh, shit. So I was working on it not that long ago. Well, yeah, it was, I guess. And it fell over. I dropped the bike twice, at least 2 or 3 times. Riding it in practice or whatever, and it was fine. And it falls over and lands in my camp gear in the garage, and it breaks all this shit. That's how it goes. Kind of crazy. Oh, Cito, cuz. She gone. That'll be better. Yeah, I'm gonna sell I got a Buell 2003 Firebolt. I want to sell that and get a off-road bike. It's be a little more fun, I think. I just tend to go too fast if it's a street bike. It's the only time it's fun. And there's a lot of dirt roads around where I live, so it'd be a good time on the off-road dual sport. know, baby. Yeah, the bolts seem like they're a mile long. Just might be. Might be a mile long. Shit. Yeah, I see big clubs go by the house, that's for sure. Do, 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 do. That's gonna need some Loctite. I'm gonna have to have a little checklist here. What the? Why is that so tight in there for something brand new? Why is it like that? Why you like that? Where's the old man's hammer? Let me take a hammer to my brand new clutch perch real quick. Let me see. Come on now. What the? Am I missing something? I guess I am. I gotta go smashing on the water. Oh. We need a clutch. We got a clutch. Yeah, seriously. These were semi-cheap. I think it was like maybe like $50 or something for the two folding levers. Figuring it'd be tusk with tusk. weird angle of the perch. Make sure you have that slop in your clutch, right? Doesn't feel terrible. No thumb throttles. What does it matter with your wife? This wife and her thumb throttles, man. Oh, that's a 10. Try not to keep putting this. I keep putting 10s and 8s on different ones. That's not good. Try to have them set up so I can use one hand. Come on. Come on. I need you. I need you. You ain't no. You gonna drive the 125? The 9.8? Really not. So I'm gonna go over and Loctite a whole bunch of shit. Get rid of the old carbon fiber. Yeah, I got some squared up thumbs, and plus I'm kind of used to it with this old girl here. She's ready to bang. Shoo. Look at that snout. I just got these new shrouds this year too. And she's all dirty from taking it down the road when it was slushy. I got some brand new rims and I gotta get the tires on the way for this. Some badass rims for it. It'll look nice. Rancher 350 is a nice quad. That's what my stepfather has. It's like a 2002. And then they switched to these freaking things that are a pain in the ass. That's the Rencon 650. It was a beast, but the cams wear out. So I was in the process of changing the cam, and then it's like, then you got to do the timing chain, and then you got to do the water pump. I was just like, damn. It's just always more stuff. But yeah, I can't wait. I got to get this thing down so I can open up the garage. I'm stuck over here. Uh-oh, what was I doing? Ah, yes. Only thing I'm not stoked about is I don't like the pole. It's kind of gotta look to see. Yeah, that's a 03, but I don't know. There's something about them where they I don't know. They were making the camshafts out of something crappy. I don't know what I did with it. I had it laying around somewhere forever. but the exhaust lobe wears right out. I don't know if it's since there's such a high compression single cylinder thing that it caused it to wear out. Now you got me looking for it. Where'd it go? It was laying around here forever. I was going to use it for some sort of metal project. I don't know where it went. Is that it? There it is. Hey. Good thing it's junk. So this is the cam out of that 650. You can see the intake lobe is still kind of here on the front, but the back one, there's no lobe. No lobe for the exhaust. It literally wears off. It was right where all this shiny metal is, and you can see how it's mushroomed out. It just smushes the lobe out. It did, but it wouldn't rev up, and it wouldn't go more than like, it could barely move itself. It'd barely rev up. So like when I was looking it up, a lot of people think it's obviously a carb problem and blah blah blah. But you can see where the it was just riding on that thing, just smushed it, wore it right out. No, that's liquid cooled. The Rincon is. Just need one of them old '80s quads, you know. They last forever. No, and that was part of the problem too. Is I thought I could get away with not replacing some of the base gaskets on the cylinder since I didn't take it apart. And it turns out it doesn't matter if you do or if you don't. It's basically been compromised once you take the pressure out. As soon as I put it all back together, it was fixed, but then it was pissing. That can't be the right bolt. Then it was pissing antifreeze everywhere, so unfortunate. Well, how many of these bags I'm gonna keep saving? No, I don't have a shortage. Problem is I have a shortage of money and time. That not adjustable? I don't know if I like that either. power is way different. The old air-cooled stuff just ran and ran. We'll see. Tell you what, these white grips I wouldn't buy white grips for a dirt bike. Clamp on grips though, pain in the balls. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be sitting on it and mess with all my levers like I did back in the day. This, I think I'm gonna save. I am getting beat. Definitely didn't plan on staying out very long. I'm gonna have to mess with this. Hopefully I can get some adjustment into those levers because I might have got screwed by the Rocky of the Mountain. Sometimes you order stuff and it says it's gonna fit, and then it doesn't really fit. You know? Right now that front brake wants to be a little floppy. This one's got an adjustment on it, or an adjuster. I'm about to see if this will flop and adjust. So the V-Star is carbureted. I can't remember about what year those came out. Put all these power valve things in one. Lose those pieces. Actually, O-rings. Yeah. Gotta bring these and put these in the spare parts before we go to the track. You never know what might happen. That in there. It is, like I said, those power valves that I got lucky. It was like gonna be, I think it was like $250 or $280. You could find used, like, kind of like, well, it was the power valves and the linkage. Or you could buy brand new ones from this guy in Poland for like, it was like $280, I think, for brand new power valves. As long as you had all the linkage and all the rest of the parts to assemble it, then you could have brand new valves. So I went with that. And yeah, hopefully it's good. It's going to be kind of scary just to start it up and trust everything, but everything felt good. Should be good. But I appreciate you stopping in. Come back. Trying to do it a little bit more often. It was so cold out here. It was not fun. Now that it's getting a little bit warmer, it's cooking in here now. I can hear my fire actually ripping. But yeah, try to do it a little bit more. We're trying to look into if we should get Starlink or something. We want to do some lives from at the track. Just a bunch of C-class older guys. We're all about 40 years old. This was my first bike. So I have a on-road bike, but this was my first dirt bike. I had the four-wheeler there since I don't know. I was always into four-wheelers, never had dirt bikes. Yeah, come back. I'll be around. Thanks for stopping by and chatting it up. It's always cool to talk with somebody. So, see ya.